and even beyond Saturday. So as we showed you at the top of the hour, we're now just monitoring the weekend. We're also looking ahead into next week. So jumping ahead in towards the tail end of the weekend, which in some cases, in many cases, we could see that bleed over into early morning hours on Monday. So with the severe weather threat, some of the same areas yet again caught up in it. The front that we've been monitoring that is the catalyst for today and tomorrow, it's been somewhat stationary. There hasn't been forward movement at the surface. However, we start to see things really eject, complements of a trough moving across Intermountain West. So that's a look at the threat as we get into Sunday, that level 3 threat. That does include portions of Nebraska in towards Iowa, Minnesota. But look at even that level 2 threat, how far north that goes. You have Minneapolis included in that. So we'll be paying attention to how things evolve on Sunday. And I think the thing to note as well is that each day could impact the prior, especially on a very local level, city level, depending on what lingers and could really drain the atmosphere for the storm development later in the day. So when you look at Sunday, this is a look at the mid-level wind, so you go up about 18,000 feet. You do have, as I mentioned, that trough that's going to be exiting out of the west. With that push of energy, we do have an area of low pressure that'll develop. This area of low pressure is going to be a big contributor, in fact. In addition to just the orientation of these boundaries, you have two areas of low, but each adding shear, each helping enhance the moisture and that instability that we'll be able to provide.
Yeah, the instability is on Sunday and into Monday going to skyrocket. I mean, we can look farther south and maybe that energy is not really going to be cooked up at the surface with the dry line. But when we have sun, moisture transport, every day this week we've watched as that sort of that nose of the rich moisture air from the Gulf is edging farther and farther north, closer to the border. So watching this stuff and the displacement move in that direction tells us all we need to know, that there could be a significant severe weather episode here. I mean, all the ingredients are coming together by Sunday night.
Yeah, and I think when you consider just the supportive atmosphere, not just for storm development, but maintaining, so maybe some long track supercells, a part of the discussion. The tornado threat does increase, and we look at that Sunday into Monday. So after sunset, the low-level jet can become a huge driver of severe weather. So even without the daytime heating, you're able to maintain and sustain that severe component within these storms. So this is Sunday morning. Again, you kind of start off cloudy, maybe a little rainy in spots. You have the warm front lifting off to the north, but then it really kind of becomes off to the races.
Off to the races, and maybe we'll have a couple of clusters to watch. Maybe there'll just be a couple of zones of intense severe weather that we'll have a little farther south, closer to Oklahoma, Kansas, and then north into that zone where the risk is the greatest. Keep in mind, these forecasts that we give, this is probabilistic. It is what are the chances of these storms happening, and it's a gauge of coverage, how widespread the storms will be, and also in intensity. So it sometimes can be a fickle forecast. While we might have that zone highlighted here, there could be some nuance and maybe storms a little farther to the south. I think Monday's going to be the big day, though.
Agreed.
It's always
Agreed.
that way.
Yeah, SPC already calling for a significant tornado threat here. You see all the energy and just the wide scope. But I do think by the time we get into Monday, to your point, more widespread, numerous storms that are all very strong, scattered across this region. So things will be following as we, of course, get into early next week.